Deep breaths, buddies. And we're good, right? The mic check is fine. You see the thing moving. I think we're good to go. What is up, everyone? This is Coffee with Soul. I am your host. We're gonna chat. We're gonna talk. We're gonna figure out what to do now. What do we do now, dudes? Oh no, we can't farm for the mounts and stuff. Oh, what's the point? What do we do now? We farm for the things that we can still get. That's kind of the plan. So I'm gonna kind of like figure myself out for one thing. There are things that I want to do before the end though. Like I hit my big goals. Like I was actually playing off stream. Ooh. So I finished off getting the overcharged delve track, because funny enough, I have not. By the time the overcharged delves became a thing, I didn't need to do delves anymore. I graduated from it. I beat the underpin, had my fun, got my jollies. And so when overcharged delves came in, frankly, I was like, okay, I gotta kind of force myself into it, or I gotta like dive into it. Even though I don't need to, and it's something that, if I played alts, then I would have been a lot more involved with it. Because it'd be like, oh, okay, I'll do stuff with my alts. I'll happen to progress through the delve tree and just like smash. But even then, it's partially because I was able to progress the overcharged belt thing upgrade stuffs. What's-its. There we go. What's-its. I was able to upgrade that stuff by doing tier 1 delves, and so I didn't really need to care about like, ooh, did I really, do I really need to like go hard on this? And I haven't done a delve higher than a 1 in like a month or two. So I mean, I guess that's just how that goes. That's how I ended up consuming it, because we just got so many different things to do during this season and during this patch that I was like, okay, we can kind of pick and choose. And some things, it's like they came in, but they're not necessarily targeted for me, but there's a little something to get from it. Like, hey, there's this MacGuffin belt that will be useful in the next season. Hey, there happens to be a mount and all that. But I do appreciate that WoW that they've been making so much stuff for everybody. The consequences that people who are very who target certain gameplay, they feel like, oh well, what about us? It doesn't feel like quite as good, and so I get that, but I also understand that for the sake of like the whole ass game, it's been popping. There's been some really cool shit. I mean, we had Mob Classic just launching the other day or the other week. And I think I'm hearing about like some bugginess and like some of the weird, but then that's just kind of how it goes. Hello from EU, where we still have one day left. So good luck, folks, over on the EU side. You got a little bit of time left, and then you're gonna be like us. We're just gonna be like puppies sitting waiting for the content. Let us out. Let us out, Blizz. I might be popping over to the PTR. I want to do a little bit of studying and all that stuff. We're already seeing the guides about, hey, here's everything that's coming and blah blah blah. And typically I don't do that. I usually cover that stuff like kind of early, but then I save that stuff for the reminder video, because that way it's closer in people's heads. That way people remember it better. That's kind of the tactic that I employ with something like that. So I'll be putting out I've been studying, taking notes, getting footage, yada yada yada. But next week, that's when you're going to see a guy that talks about, okay, here's where the gearing comes from. Here is what you do. Here's how the progression looks. And I think I'm going to be very curious to see how people take this patch, because kind of like seasons 1 and 2, there are things that are probably going to be part of our regular routine. I need to do something. I'll just go to Enforce real quick while I talk. While there are things that people are going to be doing on like the day-to-day, it's super soft, just like it has been during Dragonflight during War Within, you know, the obligations, they're not going to be as strict. Like when they first announced an artifact cloak, that kind of set, oh shoot, wrong wormhole. That kind of triggered some folks, and myself included. I thought to myself, oh, it's going to be like the 8.3 cloak, you know, with the corruption and all that stuff, and it's going to be a big pain in the ass to upgrade. No, you're gonna. It's more like the overcharged delve belt. It's like super soft, super easy. You know, actually, it's easier than the overcharged delve belt. It's very easy to upgrade. It's like super alt friendly. The catch-ups are built in. It's very like the cloak isn't so much like this time-gated power thing. It's more like, I'm trying to think of like all the cynical words to say. Sorry, what's the cynical thing I can say? It's more like the delayed release of content or something like that, because there are because it's more like you get features with the cloak. Like as you level up the cloak, then delves are going to be a little bit different. Then the outdoor experience is going to be a little bit different. You know, small things like that. But it's not like this huge, oh my god, I gotta do this so I can like get into groups. Otherwise, I'm screwed. It's very, very easy to get in there. Got second down to 14 attempts. Nice. Oh, that's right, because it scales up for the current season. Let me say hi to people, because I didn't even say hi to people yet. You monster, Soul. What's up to Senior Sonata? You're the first person to say hi. Hey. What's up to Tanny and Arcadius, to Ghost Abby? What's up to Dragon, to Boomer, and to Siamese Fox? What's up to Dad's Coffee, to Demonic? Hello to Mary and Sheep and Dog, and to Josh, and to Nutella. Nutella. Hello, how rare is the pants from Sul Grub? Well, depending on where you are. Over on US realms, it's shit. Over on the EU realms, it's like around 5%, I think. I know that Wowhead, they put out numbers at one point, like oh, based on our Wowhead app, this is what the drop rate looks to be in reality, and so you know they gave their numbers or whatever. But yeah, the event is over on US side. It is it's got a day left over on EU side. Big copium from folks, man. Big copium from folks being like, they're gonna extend it. It's the plan. They did this. They made it like this, so that way people would start talking about it. But then, you know, they're totally going to extend it another week. And they didn't, which is like, oh. And then now they're mad because I guess they kind of put it into their heads, but they were gonna do it. It would have made so much sense, and they didn't do it. So, kind of sucks. So now people are in here for the transmog. Now we're here for the real shit. Unless it actually didn't end, then it's like, oh, surprise. So, a fairly large amount of the cloak's powers locked behind the raid and RNG anyway. But that's just a feature. That has little to do with like, oh, I better show up and do the grind or whatever. Like, you're gonna get that shit for free. You know, it's like a crafting spark. It's like the overcharged delve thing. You're gonna get it like really easily. If you happen to be in catch-up mode, you're only gonna be on catch-up mode with like one character, because you only have to power up. You know, because just like the overcharged delve tree, once you've earned the currency, then that currency is shared among like everyone else. You know, it's not going to be like, see, it's kind of weird. The way I'm explaining this, the overcharged delve tree, the points are shared. The overcharged delve item level, that is not shared. You know, each character has to like farm through it. But in the upcoming patch, the cloak item level and progression, the tree or whatever, all that's the same. So yeah, like your super freshly leveled 80 person, a couple like a month or so into the season, they're gonna be able to just get a maxed out cloak just like that, and it's like, oh, okay, that's cool, all done, easy, nice and easy. Got some mage tower sets. Oh, nice. Yeah, I haven't. No, Mage Tower, nah. I know right now it's like easy because people are using like the Dark Moon Fair stuff to like make it easy for themselves. I'm like, oh, that's cool. But it's mostly because like I can take it for granted that I feel like such a slacker. It's like not really on my radar of stuff to do. How many mounts did you end up getting versus missing from the bounty event? I'm missing. I think this still shows me 4. There are 4 mounts that I did not get. So, yeah, supposedly this is the normal chance 0.8, 0.6, 0.8, 0.5%. So pretty bad. But yeah, that's what I ended up not getting. What's the best use of leftover undercoins? So double check, make sure that you have spent it on any of the currencies that you got, or I'm sorry, any of the cosmetics that you haven't earned already. Also double check that most of all. After that, I forget off the top of my head. I think there's like some veteran gear you can buy for alts if you wanted to do that. But frankly, you don't need to. I don't think you need to do like gearing and all that stuff to try and make sure that you can survive the patch. Like I might double check that today. How the item level scaling is for lobies in the new zone, but it shouldn't be that bad. Yeah, there's the delve material bags. Which is like slim, which is like kind of like crap these days, but oh well. I mean, it's better than nothing. So you only got 3 on the list, and one of those I had before it started. Ouch. I guess the question like isn't so much like how many did you get, but more like how many do you have left, right? Because I happen to have, because I think there was like a total of like 40 or something like that that you could possibly get, but I had quite a few, and so I only had to get so many, and now I'm down to 4. So like I guess the question is, what are you down to? According to the collector's bounty helper, that'll probably give us a good a good measure of where we're at. You got 32 mounts this month. Damn, that's a lot. I'm now top 19 on Illidan as far as collection score for data for Azeroth. Say this event was a huge success, and I trust it's going to come back. Will it change a little bit? There might be some tweaks. Obviously, the next time it's going to happen is they're going to include Dragonflight into the mix. I do wonder how effective that's going to be, though, because we think, part of me is thinking about like things like the Catalyst and whatnot, and how that messed with collection, but I think it's still going to be like super lucrative. I also wonder, the next time this comes around, we're going to have a stat squish, and so is that going to mean the gold values of some of this gear is going to go like way down? Was the mount farming extended? As far as I know, no, it's not. I'm just kind of like doing background stuff. I'm just kind of doing things while I'm chatting with you folks. Let's see, Evan was able to get all 27 you were missing. Nice, dude. Lucky duck. They'll have this event, I think, every pre-expansion. Could be. Well, I don't know about every pre-expansion. Like, I'm going to be spending my time doing other stuff. Getting alts ready and stuff like that. I still think I'm pretty hard up on every expansion, or counting by expansions. Using that as a unit of measurement. Anything sooner than that would feel, to me at least, it feels too soon, because eventually we're going to be done, and so by having it be a bit more frequent, then you're going to increase the number of people who are done. So you kind of get diminishing returns from the event if you do it like too many times. Like, this is the first time we've done it. 20 years, we've done it once, and some people were able to do some serious damage to their to their collection holes and all that. They were able to get tons of things that they weren't able to get for years and years and years. Some people did not. Don't get me wrong. Some people lost out on the RNG game. But I think for if Blizzard's thinking of everybody, it would probably be best for them to, every expansion or so. I used the time last week to farm a lot of anima, and I was able to purchase a lot of mounts from the vendors. I was like, oh, that too. I think I still have anima in my bags that I haven't gotten around to like turn in. Ha ha ha. Did I say the last ones for mounts? I said just like the last. Oh, I think it should have updated. Yeah. I hope it updated. If not, then I blame the software. There's a new wave scramble type item, so the current one will most likely not work. That's correct. Yeah, there's going to be a new one. The one I'm still curious. Like, I still don't know what the new curio is going to be. If there's going to be a new curio. Right now we're just kind of assuming that there's going to be a new curio for next season's delves. Haven't seen it yet, though. Golden Ice, I ended up making 304. That's a lot of money. That's pretty good. Oh, look at that. 4 items. Oh. Doesn't it hurt? Doesn't it hurt? Come on, cool stuff. Any cool stuff? No, of course not. That ain't gonna happen. Someone was saying that if the scythe drops, it'll just go immediately into my inventory, right? So that way I don't have to open the chest and deal with the suspense. Did you see the delve maps being gated by the journey? Will it still be unlocked early? Yeah, it's going to be pretty quick. Anyone who runs like a second alt or something like that will be able to get to that stage pretty fast, unless there's like some sort of soft cap for that too, which I don't know of. But that, to me, the speed bump, it's a speed bump. Let's not kid ourselves. But in the grand scheme of things, it's soft. It ain't much, dude. I'm not sweating over it. At worst, I would run another character for the sake of progressing on Delver's journey, but that's about it. Speaking of, I'm gonna hop onto the Peter now. That music is a little bit too epic. What is it from? I just grabbed some random tracks from the next patch. So what was that last one? It's called Ethereal Combat. Yeah. Some good tracks on this thing. What's up, Neeb? Can someone explain the whole squat thing for me? First time I'm watching the stream, only saw I did X squats in the videos, and I was like, huh? Oh, during the event, Sheep and Dog, every time I went for like a thing that I wanted, like for the mount stuff, if it didn't drop, I did 10 squats. And then I have like a little channel thing where people make me do squats, and then I just run up the counter. It's partially so people know what I'm doing, partially so I can tell my wife later on, yeah, I did 200 squats, and then she'll get mad. Let's get on this guy. Did they let us test the Nemesis Delve? Either of the last runs? The Nemesis Delve? No way. I don't think they've ever let us test the Delve boss, did they? Not that I know of. So. Way too intense for just mog farming for my taste, but pretty good. Yeah. Let's see. Player housing question. I am a cool cow in an all-line skill. Will I be able to live in my guild's community? Yes. Yes. Now, you might need to do... we still don't know exactly how it all works, but you might need to kind of work around it a little bit by... I don't know, but there might be some roundabout way you need to... thing you need to do, like make an alliance character and then that alliance character in the guild will be the one that edits the house. But I doubt it. I have a feeling that um, it's going to be pretty friendly. You don't want to do something like that, and then you simply just show up in the neighborhood that you're in. You know, you're invited in to the guild neighborhood, and then you just build your house, and that's it. So, ta-da! But haven't been paying attention to PTR delves. Is the Nemesis system still in the delve? Yes, that's still in. So you just find like packs of ethereal dudes and dudettes to knock out. That's it. So I wanted to take a look at the cloak upgrades, which I never got on this character, I think. Even though this is my... Well, this is the character I've been using the most for testing, but... So maybe this character is broken, and I shouldn't be using him. Whoops. But it's like, oh god, it's just so easy. Like, I was progressing through delves, so I can, like, just up my level a little bit, or up the delve tier level. And I was getting, like, the threads that I needed. I'm like, oh, this is balls easy. So... yeah, I think I got like 1 thread per delve or something like that. Okay, so... oh, probably here, what the questing is. Oh, I didn't. There we go. Boom. I forgot to press it. So ethereal strands owned. Cool. Do I have to do all this talking stuff? So I'm just missing one more thing. And does my thing work? Okay, so so what's this other thing? I can now see charges and crash while phase diving. They drop a phase orb that increases your stat, so just powerful or stuff. This is the one that I want to get to so I can unlock like the special delve levels. Not delve levels, but delve areas. And then that should be it. Yeah. Okay, so I also want to double check. I should not be able to fly still. I can mount. I can't fly. I got my run speed. Okay, that run speed's still there. Coming back now to prepare for housing next expansion has made me join the game more. I don't feel so pressured to gear and level, but I'm taking time and doing a bit of everything. Cool. Like, I mean, WoW has tried its best to balance itself between, you know, and try to cater to the idea of, hey, let's give players like this fulfilling experience. Let's make them feel like they're earning something and have like a cool reward. And a lot of it, up until more recently, has been power, fantasy of the fantasy of just being powerful and grinding that up and, you know, being strong, whatever. And on top, and the most prestigious thing that you could really show off to people was your mount, or like a pet, title, that sort of stuff. These days, that's like different. Also, I just get shit. Hold on. Is that right? Am I just getting transmog things? I guess I am. Okay, hold up. Let me I need my bars back. All right, so nope, that's not all my bars. I can't. Oh, I can only get on certain mounts in untethered space. Okay, that's monstrous. I can't get on my yak. That's a mistake, Liz. Let's see, impede with excess phase energy while phase diving, and then I get more stats. Interesting. So if I let that go, okay, the buff still sticks, but it only really activates while in phase diving. Okay. Now it's the fantasy of home ownership. Fantasy's right. You feel me? The fantasy of home owning. Blah. Okay, so I think I saw like another treasure thing. Yeah, so I guess once I unlock like so many of these perks, oops, wrong way. You know, part of the incentive is going to be, yeah, you're going to like do some exploring, these areas that are, you know, you have to phase dive in order to like, yeah. So it looks like there's going to be places to explore that you can only get to while phase diving, but there's going to be maybe like a jumping puzzle to it. So, like, hey, look, I got this phase blade of the Void Marches, which looks like this thing here. That's adorable. And now it's mine. And then there's like another thing over there. Phase lost pocket. Oh shit, no. It's lost in the void. Right? Oh yeah, I'm totally oh no. I'm not even dying yet. Oh, there we go. That's a long way down, buddy. Oh, now I'm phased into the fucking Shadowlands. Hell yeah. Okay, so let's try again. Wait, really? Okay. I thought that the dude like was not going to like res me at all. I was like, yo, buddy. Come on, help me out. Yes. All right. All right, let's try that again. I want to get back up here because I want to get that last thing that I'm missing. Roulette is on cooldown. Yes. Here, let me land somewhere real quick. I kind of work. I think I need to change that sound because maybe it's becoming too ambient now. Because I heard it, but then I kind of like ignored it too, and that's not good. That's rude. You know. I don't even think I have. Yeah, I don't even have stuff on the PTR. Let's see. I need better wardrobe. Oh, and I also want to check out Sorted. Because the dude updated it. Oh, he came through. Dude finally came through and updated Sorted for the upcoming patch, which is like savior kind of shit. Time to spend gold. I think I just gotta work on the discipline of it. That's what it is, really. Okay, so oh god, the default is like weird. I forgot how the default thing of Sorted looked like. I mean, it's still cool, but the fact that it's functional. Big win, dude. Big win. Okay. So this is not where I was. That is where the delve is. Switch it to the enraged sound. Dude, that fight's so busy, I don't even know what the sound is. There's like so many sound effects going on for that fight. Nah, I think I gotta just trade myself for it. Or, nah, because I don't want to blame you guys. But if I'm like in the middle of something, or if I'm talking, then that makes it, then I end up distracting myself. and I'll miss it mentally. But that's my fault still. All right, so I think I saw that there was a treasure here. I thought I saw something. Yeah, there it is. Something pocket storage. Is it a bag? Could it be a free baggie? Ooh. Oh, I thought these guys were unfriendly. Oh, okay, so some of these guys are friendly. That's cool. Okay, some of these guys are not. It looks empty? What looks empty? What do you mean, the zone? Well, I mean, I'm on the PTR, I'm by myself, so yeah, it's gonna feel empty. We're not in Undermine anymore. just a reminder. Okay, so what's this thing? An ethereal defense pylon. Summons a security pylon that increases attack speed and all that stuff. Okay, so stuff for the ungeared. Because that's got to be a thing, right? Neat. Okay, nothing else here. So back to normal space. So here it is, not as empty. Hey. Oh, actually no, but I want to teleport somewhere. So let me. What's this treasure? This is a nothing. Is it gold? Might be gold. Okay, so I don't even have any flight points unlocked on this guy. God damn it. Very well. I will go places myself. Let's see. What else do I want to do today? Add-ons. I want to take a look at more add-ons. As far as space goes, this is quite full of things. Yeah, there's like big gaps between places, but I feel like this is a place with a lot of things to do. I mean, it's a ruined planet. It's a planet that's been ruined for eons. What do you expect? You know, I mean, this is something unexpected that you'll find on an otherwise destroyed world. Hell, we didn't even think the place existed until recently. All right, where is the phase key? Here we go. So boom, unlock teleport points. There we go. But now, what's there to find here? Let's explore a little bit, just a little bit. I want to kind of like capture for myself, like what's the vibey feeling I'm going to get as we go from week to week, because more you might know the answer to this. How many threads can we get per week? Please don't say 1. I hope the answer is not 1. I hope the answer is 3. Yeah. Can you tell me the name of that waypoint add-on? Because I want to try it out again. I'll say with how big Koresh is, it makes steady fight feel slow. Well, that's the cool thing about these phase diving points, or these phase conduit things, is that it lets you just teleport from spot to spot. There's quite a few of them too. But for now, I'm just kind of like doing the walk. And I do notice that there's like, especially like here, this place happens to be pretty empty. So, you know, hey, when you're in phased space, this place is pretty peaceful, I guess. And I can mount, but I just can't fly, which sucks. But I think that's the whole point. I think the whole point is to make it so that these treasures feel a bit more earned, or you know, they feel like it's something to do some exploring for. It's not like super trivialized by being able to just fly everywhere. So I can at least appreciate that. The facets of Koresh. Couldn't tell they don't drop from my account because I maxed the plug from the NPC. Damn. Yeah, because what I was, because now that I kind of screwed myself too, huh? Because I upgraded. Yeah, what happened for me was I was doing delves. So if there are 15 threads, if it's only 1 a week, that's going to feel really slow. So and that means, here, let me double check these powers and all that. You know, I think someone has the answer. I'm gonna cheat. How often can we upgrade? Okay, maybe it won't show up on Google yet, but okay, so Wowhead is claiming that Rishi Rabbits can be upgraded once per week, so that means 3. Which is cool. You know, so if it's the... Because the difference between 5 weeks and 15 weeks is very large. that's pretty rough. Hell, people think in 15 weeks we're going to be in midnight, so... Okay, it's called the Waypoint UI. Okay, so let's try something here. We're gonna use Waypoint UI and Map Pin Enhanced at the same time. And we'll see if we can combine them for elite power. So it'll be like the belt. Yeah. Wouldn't surprise me if it was 2. That would surprise me if it was 2, because then it would mean like 1 week is yay, the other week is like nothing. And that would suck. Because then otherwise, why is the upgrade in 3s? Oh, anyway, whatever. Okay, so here we go. Map pin, boom. And where is it? Okay, so it's all the way over there. Okay, so it seems to behave the same as when I had first looked at this. So you have like a bit more loud of a visual, just a bit. But with Map Pin Enhanced, I can make multiples. So can I have multiple things up? No. So it'll show like the active one. Only the active pin will show up. So you can work, so this does work in tandem. But what else does this add-on do? Because if that's all it does, then that's pretty limited. Waypoint UI. Ooh, what a snazzy thing. Use meters instead. Oh, that's... Ooh, that would be weird. Since wild counts in yards. Anyway. Distance before pinpoint is shown. No, all the way, baby. Oh, there's a max distance? Wait. So pinpoint. So what's that then? Yeah, so give me something that's like super close, like so what is a pinpoint? Oh, so the arrow things. Does that not carry a lot with other things like catalysts and sparks? I mean, if that was the case, then why do it in 3s? Why not do it in 2s? You know. Yes, the event is over. Additional info: distance, time. Oh, all. Let's go to all. So, what about this pin over here? Okay, so it seems to like override whatever Map Pin Enhanced would show me. Use extended info, such as name and description. Okay, so that's just a rando point. But if I were to mark a important location like that, what will it show me then? Nothing still. No. What about dungeon? Nope. I could have swore I saw screenshots where it had like some additional info. Maybe I'm showing too much at once. And that's like kind of screwing with it. By the way, thank you to Shimmy Skywalker. Also thanks to Senior Sonata. Thank you, dude. Coming back now to prepare for housing. Next expansion has... Oh, yeah, no, that was from before. Yay! Interesting, the vendor for the Goblin event is still there. Well, I'm sure it's there for people who, like, missed it. Or who still have currencies. So, that's my guess, at least. Alright, where was I? Waypoint, appearance. No, okay, not that. Yeah, so what does that mean? Name and description. I mean, is it supposed to show me something cool? Remove those pins and I'll just stick to the delve. No, nothing there either. Maybe it's interference with the other add-on. Actually, let me turn off enhanced. Enhanced is too cool though. Like it's hard. It's gonna be hard for me to shake that one. Yeah, still no additional info. Maybe some of these other options obscure that too, or maybe that was all a dream. Maybe it doesn't really show. None. So now what? Show me anything? Or do I have to get close and then it shows the additional? Oh, okay. So there's something. It wasn't a myth. So, okay, so having to understand terminology. Okay, so the dude defines waypoint as when it's far away, and then becomes a pinpoint when it meets this minimum, this distance here. So distance before pinpoint is shown, 500 yards. And then if it's farther away, then it doesn't show that. Okay. So let's double check again. If this interferes with map pin enhanced. I basically want to... Sorry, I'm doing add-on research now. Yay! I want to see if I can combine these add-ons, because that's the goal. I want to put them both together, and it looks like I can combine them both. So Void Sweeper thing is there. And then let me see if I can... if this works with stuff that's just, made out of the blue or whatever. So here... These aren't specified, so it doesn't give any information, which is fine. And then here is the quest. Okay, so that shows up. But what if I edit this thing? Hi, buddy. So does it show up there? No, it doesn't show up there. That would be a cool thing if map pin enhanced showed the names of stuff there. That'd be kind of neat. But then it's not really necessary either. Like the coolest thing is being able to lock, lock those pins and leave them there. So, Zabrak, hey, what's up? Good morning. Only got Red Toilet and Tazvesh Mountain left, running all through Nighthold with Skip now. Good luck, dude. Good luck. You started with 23 out of 45, but now you got them all. Oh, shit. That's pretty sweet, dude. Congrats on all the mounts. Next week should be sweet, too. I'm going to try to do, some more promo things, because, next week is going to be patch week. Realms are going to be down, for a good chunk of the day, as usual. But I'm going to be here. I don't know if they're gonna do another drop because we're still in the middle of a drop. You know what I mean? Actually, when does this drop end? I think it ends like on the 12th or something. It goes on until August 11th. August 11th. Boo. It'd be so cool if they just did another one. Hey, Blizz. I know it might be last minute. Just do another one. Do another one. Give folks like us. See, I'm trying to advocate for folks like us. Give folks like us something to do during the downtime. Chat, talk, hang out. I know I'm going to be like getting hardcore characters killed during that time. But yeah, give us something to do in the meantime. Your last vid made me run Sepulchre for the first time in my life. Guess what happened? I know, me too. When I first ran Sepulchre, I was converted. I was like, you know what? I think the jail is kind of cool. So I'm with you there, Seraph. Fist bump. Lines up to do drops with the announcement event, though. They can do so much. Like, we're so here's us, right? Here's us at the cliff, right at the edge, and pretty soon, you know, there's gonna be that literally because we're gonna be going into the zone. But then we're just like right at the edge of like so much stuff that's gonna be happening over the next couple of weeks, months, or whatever. Next week is a patch. The following week, the season starts. New raid, new dungeon, you know, it's Dell season, what have you. Stuff to do. You know, things to collect. Bum rushing. Week after that, the announcement. We're going to learn about Midnight. We're going to learn tons of shit. And then, I don't know. Then it's most likely 11.25 news, if we haven't learned it already. You know, followed by PTR. And just a lot to learn. A lot to learn. Housing item set drop calling it now? Could be. Could be. Oh my god. I think I might be in for some bad news. I'm cut down the scripture. Cool. Alright. Even though the Primus was the actual bad guy, the conspiracy will never die. Maybe maybe they're kind of gearing up for that. They're slowly getting the story together so that way they can, like, not retcon, but they can, like, repair the story. Okay, this is what was happening all along. And all of us are going to be expected to be like, oh, right. I don't think so. Anyway. So, what else did I want to check out on the PTR? I wanted to look at not PvP stuff. Not interested in that. I still haven't seen the world quest over here, dude. I expected to see like some sort of world quest to do something. I'm pretty sure it's just to like kill mobs or kill players. The usual thing. Pretty bummed over like how they've been handling world PvP, man. That's like, maybe that should be my thing for a bit. I should hang on to that because, yeah, I just feel like outdoor PvP has been super underserved. It's just been kind of like, you know, they put a rug over it and just kind of like keep stamping it out. Like, dude, just die. Go away, dude. Honestly, the Square Kitty has a really good theory layout for that. Oh, I'm sure. There's like, there's so many different threads we can pull on to be like, okay, here's how we can unravel this whole thing. And it's all plausible. Finished getting the S2 Rogue Elite PvP set today. Nice. They did good with that at launch, but it's been dead since then. Are you talking about the PvP stuff? I don't know, man. I don't know. Yeah, if you're talking about PvP, I don't know, man. I think they've, like, just kind of forgot about it. Ooh, I need to do... what's the brawl today? I forgot. I make the damn weekly guides. I keep forgetting. I remember enjoying Nagitar World PvP back in Shadowlands. Wait, you were enjoying... Oh, BFA, okay. I was mixed on that. Like, that was very awkward. Or it felt messy, I should say. Yeah, that felt really messy to me. I wasn't very fond of it. Deep Wind Dunk? Okay. I'll play Distraction. Actually, well... If anything, I do want... this is like my last... this is the last week for me to get 2,500 Conquest. I'm close. I'm at, I think, like 2,100? Something like that. If I can do the Brawl and like some of the other weekly things, then I'll be able to like finish this off. Cross my fingers. You're shy 200 points to redeem another roulette? Keep watching. Keep watching. Alright, let's head back home for now. Ooh, I'm gonna be curious to see the new Hearthstone for the raid. That's kind of my thing now too. Like like there are a lot of Hearthstones that I missed out on. I want to get the ones that I'm missing. You're gonna change rating name from DK to a DH? Nice. Okay, I heard the laugh. Nice and clear this time. So let's do it. All right. So from the set that did I do this one for the thing? Yeah, I think I did this one for the Monday video. All right, so now we got. Oh god, what was this? What was this one from? This is from TBC, I think. TBC sword. What's it called? It's called the Sun Eater, from one of the Tempest Keep dungeons, if I recall correctly. And I only recall it because it was a tanking weapon. That was the big thing why I remember names of weapons from back in the day, because I was like, oh, I really want that kind of weapon because it had tanking stats on it. So. There's so many Hearthstones I have a list, and it's like really, it's 60? Dude. Okay, that's a lot. I know I don't have anything close to 60. Looking like a grunt going out to work. But he bought himself some snazzy shoulders. And swear, since this came up, this tabard right here, one of my favorite tabards ever. It's called the Tabard of the Shattered Sun. And it's the one reason why I want to be like, dude, Blizz, can you... If you're going to up-res anything legacy stuff, I know that's been a big ask from folks, and Blizzard's like, no, we'd rather work on making new stuff, right? And that makes sense. But tabards, dude. Tabards. Come on, man. Please. Please. Tabards. That's all I ask. I don't think that's a big ask either. There's only so many tabards, right? There's only so many of them. I really don't like how they do like that cut off in the belt. I'd love for them to fix it. I mean, hell, if you look at this, you see like this line here? There's like this weird clipping thing that's going on. It's 2025, Blizz. At least the tabards. I don't know if they will bring like that old thing back. It'd be cool. But I'm speaking on behalf of all tabards. How about that? On behalf of all tabards, they should, you know, come on, dude. Here, this way. Like, it looks fine like this. Okay, the feet and the hands are just like, what the fuck's going on? But, you know, like, just do the... I can see the pixelation from here. if it's like, yeah, everything else you can kind of get away with, but you could already see like how jank the tabard is, and then it just gets worse and worse and worse and worse. Anyway, I think the social media team being outsourced now is why we haven't seen the new trading post preview yet. No, I think it's because it's not. You know, they can kind of do whenever they want. Sometimes they'll do it sooner, sometimes later, but no. Actually, wait. I think I talked with the person who does that when I was on the Boston trip. Yeah, I think, yeah. Okay, I don't remember too well, but I think I did. But no, whether it's I'll say this, like for sure, like their communication like is like slower, which sucks. All right. Oh damn! Did I miss the fact that it's the dungeon event? Oh bummer. Good going, Soul. All right. So yeah, none of those. Let me see the PvP stuff. So we got whatever. Oh, skirmishes. Oh, that's disappointing, dude. That's sad. I ain't doing no rated arenas, man. Okay, so, well, yeah, been a while since Deepwind Dunk. I don't know if I haven't actually done it in forever. Let's see. Yeah, I think all that's the same. So now I'll just hope for the best. I didn't get all the Goblin transmogs, so I do hope that that one comes back around again one day. I feel kind of bad. It's why, like, I haven't been sporting the black trench coat because it was only like a few hours after I farmed it up that they nerfed it. I'm like, oh shit. So now I feel kind of guilty. I'll get over it, but yeah. that and once I looked at it and then I put the BFA trench coat back on, I'm like, dude, this is like the best one. It's so much better. I'm kind of surprised that they put out the black trench coat when they did, and then not too long after the BFA one, because yeah, that it's way more exciting and, you know, dirt easy to get. So for those of you who aren't 100% sure what I'm talking about, here's this trench coat kind of dealy that you can get right now because it's BFA time locking. So yeah, my bad. So there's this full trench coat kind of thing you can get. Includes pants too. I'm just showing the chest. But very cool. Very, very cool. And I forgot how much it cost. I forgot how many time warp badges it costs, but doesn't matter. Just buy it. Whatever it takes. Managed to get life binders at the start of the event. I ended up with Invincible last night. Poetically, it's life followed by death. Get anything in between though? Ooh, Conquest. Oh, fuck yeah. Oh, I didn't realize that was a thing. Okay, that's like a baller freaking okay, I gotta keep getting Wooden Grasp then. That's like my only hope. Alright, so I'm gonna go hard on this. Let's see how that works out though. Alright, so they'll die first. Thank you. You're the spear that will protect us. And then this is the thing, just kind of like get as many kills as you can, so I think we can get promoted and start gaining vehicles right away. I believe that's the thing, but I just want the conquest, baby. Hook me up. Oh shit, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. Like, my only hope is, like, I'm taking enough damage that my PvP talent will help heal other people. That's pretty much all I got. And then I got a little bit of time before my horse wears off. Or my comes off cooldown, and I'll do, like, another charge if I can. Oh, but I might die again. Oh, no! Ah! Oh, well, we won. Or we're winning this stage. Oh, no! Stun! No! Do I have enough things yet? Oh, wait, I actually have to kill them? Really? I actually have to get killing blows on these things? Fuck. Okay, I'm screwed. I'm never gonna get that, dude. Maybe if I get a cat. Okay, which way are they going? Should be going south, right? You can kill oh, I can kill NPC guards? Oh shit, yeah. Okay. Fuck you guys. Yeah, where my guards at? Can I swim? Okay, is this a bad idea? Nope, not a bad idea. All right. Let's look for some guards, baby. There's a guard. Yeah. Oh yeah, 10. Okay, so Alliance members line. Okay. That's lame though. That I have to get the killing blow on those things too. Shoot. Oh dude, these catapults are like whipped. Oh no. They suck. Shit. Okay, screw this, man. Oh no, no, don't evade. Oh. Okay, these guys are kind of like beefy though, but way easier for me to take down like this than all right, cool. Better than the catapult, I think. Well, I need more guards though. Like, yo, do you count? No, you don't count. I do miss the old Wintergrass too, but I know why they changed it. Like, for me, it was fun because we always won because we outnumbered Alliance. I think like 3-1, 2-1, something like that. And so that just discouraged Alliance from showing up, which made it that much easier to win. Yeah, Wintergrass works when the factions are actually balanced. They're not balanced. I wouldn't mind if they did them like if they dropped the whole premise of it being like lore based, you know, even close to being lore based, and they just you know, they just forced you to join one side or another. It didn't matter, but oh well. This is the place to be, man. Hell yeah. And maybe I'll win. I don't know. Oh no! No! Stay away! No, they leash. Oh, that's the worst. Why do you leash? That's terrible. That's the worst, man. Oh. I'm not here for you, dudes. Can I take him, though? No way. I can't take him. But, is there anyone else? Nope. Ooh, there's some dudes. No! Oh, great. Third dude. 9. And come on. Yes! Oh, yeah, baby. Oh, I'm done. Fuck yeah, man. All right, I'm not gonna be a dick. I'll finish this PG. Does her visions go away today? No, doesn't go away. I'm getting stream staked. All right, thank you for the NPC tip, dude. That saved the day. All right, let's play. Why else would the hunter chase me? Because I'm a soft target, man. I'm a tank with no versatility. that's yeah. I'm a free kill, dude. I'm a free kill. What's the time walking vendor for BFA? It's over for Orgrimmar. It is close to where those shaman portals are. Not shaman portals. The cataclysm portals. It's close to that. And then look for the time walk. Look for the time warp badge sigil thing on your map. That'll do it. Oh, dude. I don't even think I picked up the quest, did I? Adventure guide. Recruit, meadery, skirmishes, brawl. Oh, deep one. Hello. This isn't even it. Dumbass. You know, that'd be cool if there was an epic BG brawl. You know, they did something with Winter Grasp. That'd be kind of neat. Am I the only one? How come no one else is? Oh, they moved on. I think we're just rolling them now. Sweet. Wish that Dragonfly could have benefited from the bonus event. I mean, that's what I mean. My expectation is that it's going to come back with, you know, and Dragonflight will be a part of it next time. Like I explained during the weekly how the level of development that goes into the Collector's Bounty event is pretty easy. But if they wanted to do things like add world content, that's gonna be kind of a step up. Because they'd have to do things they'd have to change outdoor mob behavior, you know, activations, health scaling, world scaling, and all that stuff to make that work. And maybe they can do something else fun with it too, aside from just increasing the drop rates and all that. But I think, you know, one thing is just easier than the other. That's all. Remember flying in as it was starting and airdropping in the key points? I remember a video where a faction, they were like all chilling on top of like the roof of the Wintergrasp Keep. And then right when the match started, I guess before they get pushed out or something like that, they all pop their like engineering parachutes or whatever, and they just dropped right in, used engineering bombs, and just like finished the match within seconds or something like that. Something crazy like that. Very well played. Very well played. Just a reminder, what you're seeing here is proof positive that the Horde can win Epic Battlegrounds. So, you know, yay. So now we just wait, right? Now the timer goes down to something shitty. And then we hold the door. Oh, damn, we got Broken Workshop too? Damn, they're fucked. I forgot, wait, where do they spawn? I think they spawn around here somewhere. When they have nothing. I think. Get 'em! Someone had said the Horde can't win Epic Battlegrounds. It's kind of funny how our perceptions are super shifted like that. I think it was yesterday when I was trying to get some more conquest. People were like, "Dude, it's so obvious that what's it called? God, which BG was it? The island one with the ship and the hangar and all that stuff. Isle of Conquest. It's obvious Isle of Conquest is an alliance battleground." Yeah, this thing still feels long, even when you're like winning. We haven't won yet, technically, but remember the 1 hour plus turtle pushes? Oh yeah. Ooh, that fucked him up. I remember once upon a time when they did feel like really long and epic and all that. You know, Ashran didn't do a bad job of trying to replicate that feeling of being a battleground where you just drop in, get as much as you can done, and then leave, and then the fight's still going on. So I kind of like what they... I kind of like the current format where Ashran is like sort of a place that you could just like chill and live in for the most part all day whenever the brawl comes by. I'm less fond of like how they do Ashran now, because it's like, okay, you just finish the main person, like that's it. Some of the legacy raids are apparently not dropping any loot. Ooh, that's a nerf. Well, Legion seemed fine when I was doing it. But yeah, that's kind of funny. Okay, we'll just let them fight. I'm like, so I have how much? I have 25, yeah, pretty, just over the mark. 25-13, go me. Yeah, so I'm gonna buy the shields. I think I just need one shield from it, actually. Oh shit! Oh no! Oh no! Help! And boom! Oh, you got nothing. My superior knockback skills, baby. Watch out. You know, that's what I should do. Maybe I'll do that today. I need to run Nyalotha and unlock the skip finally. No, that's our guys. Yeah. Yeah, back in the day, I would I'd really enjoy defending more than attacking, and that's what I did most often because on the server I was on, you know, like I said, we held for the most part, so we were constantly defending. My favorite spot was this tower here, and then I would just keep pelting dudes all the way over at like East Spark or whatever that place is called. My aim was pretty good. But also that whole feeling of like trying to run around and like shit's just blowing up all around you. That's a cool feeling. Go BT. But BT's okay. Yeah, ain't nothing going on here. They dropped the ball so hard with Legacy Raid access, Nyalotha being 20 plus quests deep half the time, and Sanctum being even further is such trash. I don't think they dropped the ball, they just never picked it up. I think they just didn't do it. Like I said, you know, the Collector's Bounty event, they did the thing for the drop rates, and that's it. That's all they did. So I think the expectation now, one of the takeaways is to, you know, before the next event, work on that, or at least we should be pushing that feedback forward. Anyone know I've had the euros to dollars conversion? I don't know. I love sitting in the gun charts as well as just picking people off. Oh yeah, it felt good. Sunken ring? Sunken ring. Yeah. I wish the Hell Hunters from the recent Greedy Emissary event offered more than just armor reskins. They could have let us do a scenario, test the waters for Legion Remix hard mode. That's a big ask. Because they're a vendor. It's like, oh, I wish they did a little bit more. Like, oh, just do Legion hard mode, like right then and there. I think the what is it called? Shattered Timeways. I think that is going to be the test for, you know, possible future content. But I don't know how well that would work out, honestly. Like, where would Shattered Timeways sit in the grand scheme of like gearing, leveling up, progression, etc., etc., etc.? Like, where would that be on the ladder? Because delves are meant to be, you know, at the moment, delves are meant to be the answer to, hey, let's give world content players something that they feel like they can progress into. Delves fit that really well, I think, because it's largely a solo experience, but also, you know, it doesn't get interfered with by other players, you know, other people who just happen to be around. Because no matter how hard they make a thing outdoors, it's never going to be that hard because of the way the game is built today. The way the game is built today is with phasing and with trying to get folks to be together. And so you're always going to run into an instance where, you know, you see something that's like tough and people want to kill it. Eventually people are going to swoop down like vultures and just like vaporize the thing no matter what. So I don't know. Yeah, I'm not quite sure where to get that sense of difficulty from. I could see it in the remix, because the remix is just meant to be like a 2-month, 3-month romp through like through content that we've done already. But how would that translate into like a brand new zone with, you know, and we, hell, think about all the ways we get rewards these days. Do we need more? And you know, I'm probably not the person to ask, but I want to at least pose the question and then get people who are interested to like talk about it, because I want to hear what they got to say. At the moment, I just don't feel like it's a very convincing thing. So, oh, I need a weapon token? Oh no. I thought it was gonna be easier to get. Fuck. Oh wait, I have weapon tokens. Okay, so we're good. Wait, so how would I get this? Prove your prowess on the battlefield. So I get, is that just a random drop? Is that it? So it's only weapons that are part of this. Okay. Check my mail. Okay, so I at least did get them. That's cool. Yay! And I have stuff in my bags, you said? I have transmog. And old stuff I need to mail out. Hey. Oh, whatever the case. Got mine. So let me buy that real quick. Oh, so I got them when I got the achievement. Okay. Sweet. So that means, and looks like these are shared among both. Cool. Hell yes. Now I got me a green shield. Really? It's green? I thought it was a different color. That's kind of weird. Oh well, whatever. So where does that put me now? Not collected. So here's where I'm at. So there's this elite gladiator. So there's this prize gladiator thing. So I think that's the elite one that I don't think I'll be able to get, because I got to be actually good at the game, right? Because I don't think there's a vendor I could just buy this from, right? War mode dude, competitor's recipe. Yeah, and I'm pretty sure I got this shield. Yeah, I got that shield. I got, oh, that's an axe. Yeah, I got those shields. What do you think the War Within Metamount will be? What will the War Within Metamount be? What was the last one? The last one was Tyler. So... I think it's going to be Earthen themed. I don't know what exactly, but I have a feeling it's going to be Earthen themed. Like, with Dragonflight, there was a... not a clear winner, but when Tyvan became, you know, when he was a thing, people were like, oh my god, I gotta have him as a mount. And so I think that was like, okay, they had an easy, that was an easy decision for them to make. This time around, I'm not so sure. I'm not so sure. Okay, so I'll buy another weapon. I'll get a probably, let's see, how's the flail? Ah, cool. Flails are neat. Sword's kind of cool too, but I think I'll go with the flail. Yeah. Because I have quite a few of those. And then that one, the crazy looking phallic device, that's brutal. So I'll buy that one. Cool. And so now the rest, I can't... Okay, so that's how it works. You get started with, like, the cool gladiator shit, and the rest I buy. Got it. Now, the rest of these don't really matter to me because I'm going to eventually buy the ensemble, so I'm not going to worry about buying those. I guess I would... I guess everything sucks. There's, like, nothing else to get, really. But I might as well use my conquest on something. Did they extend the collector's bounty? No. No, they did not. I'll think about it. I'll think about what to get later. Takeaway is, though, is I got a shield. We're getting this much closer. So there's this rare drop thing. There's this one from the Warlock quest line. This one's from rated Battleground somehow. This one I still don't know how to get. This one I just need to camp, really. That one I'll buy. I can eventually get with by getting. Well, shoot, I missed out on what's it called, Comp Stomp for the most part. Otherwise, I could have gotten the tokens to buy this arsenal. And then this is, I guess this is the next one I can like kind of camp for at least. So I can at least take a look over in Khazalgar and look for a quest that might, not Khazalgar, Dragon Isles, that might award this. Otherwise, it's like a random drop, and I'm not really interested in like a world random thing like that. The Diablo Light timeline sounds too interesting to just have them be flavor text. Well, that'd be cool. It would be neat. But it seems like a yearly thing. And so I think that's, that's cool. So we'll see it again. And the rewards that we got from it, they came back the following year. So I'm not really worried about, oh my god, I better get all of these tier 2 appearances before they go away. Let's see, am I missing any? Or did I use all my shit? 21. And that's all I got, yeah. So I am done with the event. Do you know how to show all available stuff to buy with resonance crystals on all the things? Not off the top of my head. So if I mouse over resonance crystals here, wherever it is, here we go, resonance crystals. So I thought that mousing over this would tell me, like, actually, yeah, it should be this. So if I configure this to do like everything, yeah, I don't know if it's going to show up the same way, but because I wanted to show ensembles. Okay, so here we go. Yeah, so if you check all these things here, I think cosmetic is the one that you want to actually look at here. So let me try this again. So mouse over, and then it should. Okay, and then it shows me nothing. So I click cosmetic only, and then it shows 5 out of 7. Yeah, I don't know exactly what the right filter is, but if you set it to all, then it'll show you like all these things. So I need 34,000 to buy everything that there is to buy. Yeah. I should grab World Quest achievements for that shield. What is that? That's fun. That's trying to remember what all these currencies are for it to spend on them. It's not hard. Yeah. What's so hard about it? Like you go to an expansion and they have expansion specific currencies. Like what was I saying last week? The reason why they have all these different currencies is because they have so many different activities. And it's hard to, how do you have a bunch of activities but all share one currency? Because what would happen is you just trivialize farming for any of that stuff. Because you'll just do the easiest thing, get the currency from the easiest content, and then you'll just buy everything, and then you just don't do anything. And that's kind of a dumb way to design the game. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm very what's the word? I'm very unsympathetic to that whole sentiment of, oh my god, there's so many currencies. Well, I mean, there's a reason why. It shows all quests that you need for Mog Mountain achievements. Well, the problem with this one is that it shows, well, does it actually show you the actual quest with the reward? Because it's random in this case. And like in this case, it's not some world quests do show this too. Now that I'm remembering this. Yeah, like sometimes you get like the Wormforged shield. So, that would be a good idea to show up. Because then I can check it every Tuesday and Friday. So I guess I don't need that. Yeah. But let me try that anyway. Let's see. It's called Dub Q Achievements. What's up, Boots? Boots. WQL is a better tracker for that. Dueling add-ons. Fight. Some 503 Hellstone shots with nothing to spend it on. Maybe there should have been a meta achievement for getting all armors to now let us buy additional armors and whatever for Paladin class. Maybe they should have just capped it. Sorry to say. Yeah. Maybe they should have just put a total cap on it and just have it stop dropping after a while. Drop chance on the Gallywix raid finder mount? Oh, I don't know. I'm going to guess pretty low. Kind of like some of the others right now. Okay, so, how does this work? Is there a button for it? Is it a map thing? WQA. Nope. Is it a... Actually, is it not on? Yeah, it's not on. Genius. Are you referring to Mac, Mort? It's the only one I can think of. Okay. So... I have too many buttons. I need to get rid of some of these buttons, I think. Quite a few people use it? Right on. Now I've got to figure out how to use it. Let's see. Okay, that doesn't show me anything new. Nothing new there. There's a problem when you run too many add-ons. You just can't tell how to use shit. Is it this thing? I guess it is. Uh, so this is for achievements that I have finished yet, and that's it. But these are just related to world quests. Okay. But these are only for mounts and toys. This I don't care about. What did Maiden Master suggest? He suggested WL. Let's see what I think that's called. It's not World Quest List. It's not just WL, right? Yeah. So let's try that. There's toggles for the achievements and transmod. I'll take a look. Well, I'll take another look at it. Let me try this one out first. Because right now, World Quest Tracker does what I want it to do. It's just not super upfront about it. Like right now, the play for me would be, you know, I open the map, I go to, I just zoom out, and then I'll mouse over and look for the shield. And like, that's it. And why are the tooltips not working? Because that almost looks, yeah. Okay, it's not working right. Maybe, I think World Quest List is fucking with it. So I need to turn off World Quest Tracker too. Oh no, it's not even on. It's not even on. It's just not working right. How does one get the overcharged belt when overcharged delves are gone? There's a quest you get immediately that just says complete a delve, and then you get the belt. And then you do it over and over again for each of the upgrades. That's it. But there's also no more tree. The tree is gonna go away. Okay, so there's World Quest List. So I zoom out. Oh god, that's here's why. Okay, I remember why I rejected World Quest List. I'm like, dude, I can't see. This is tough to read, man. Yeah. So there's nothing. There's the Neltharic shield, but that's not the one I want. I want the Wormforge shield. Boo. Oh my god, what is... Why is it... Whoa, that's so weird. And why is it vertical like that? Oh, I guess it's because the dots are too small because it's... Yeah. Why are some of these... Why are the layouts of some of these kind of funny? Interesting. I think in the end I'm still a bigger fan of World Quest Tracker. This one still seems perfectly functional. Overcharged Shield was great. Yeah, I never got to enjoy it. I never got to really like experience like the difference between, you know, having and not having it, because one, I'm a tank, two, I'm a geared tank. So I was just like, bro, just fucking Dynasty Warriors, like most, you know, day 2 of Delves. I was like in a really good spot. But yeah, anyway, back to this. Like the way that I'm doing the tracking at the moment is, you know, I just mouse over and I just, you know, I just look for the shield. That's it. Now, the one thing that I'm missing is how these dudes rotate every however many days. I don't know how many days. But they rotate and then the dailies change. So that also has a chance to get the shield. But what I don't think that any of these add-ons offer is a way to track what the rewards are from these quests without having to actually go here. I don't think that's a normal thing that can be done. Like, you gotta actually go there and look. Like, Wowhead doesn't, I don't think Wowhead does it or nothing like that either. So. Overcharge was fun. I hope they bring something like that back in the midpoint of Season 2 Dells. Hey, if people liked it, then great. It'd be, I mean, it's a cool thing to have. You know what'd be cool is if they did Turbo Boost and Overcharge Delves at the same time. That feels like something that makes sense. Even without the belt, you know, just having a way to kind of like help accelerate people through. What would feel jarring though is like you're progressing through, you're doing Overcharge Delve stuff, you're feeling strong and powerful and all that, and then it's like, oh, let me try the underpin, or let me try the Delve boss, and then those powers no longer apply. You're like, oh no, sad song. Because that's what Overcharge Delves do, right? They kind of steer you towards like these particular delves, just like how, you know, Bountiful Delves, that kind of made you want to do like certain delves over others. You know, this narrows it just a little bit more. Was it really retool raised to let us ride mountain then when we complete mythic difficulty? Why can't we mount in claustrophobic Q but not in the cavernous Nyalotha or Emerge zone? You know, I think it feels like going forward they're doing something. Oh, sorry. They're doing something where, like, what do we get in for this thing? So the Galley Wards thing, what's our run speed maxed out at? It is at 30%. So it's not 100%. It's not flying mount speed. It's not Skyrider or whatever, but it's 30%. You know, so there's that. You know, I think people going through the motions, they're gonna feel that boost later on. You know, it'd be cool if it was higher. But I think they're already kind of leaning towards what you're going for, Otis. Thanks, Senior. In housing, is the scaling the size of objects looking customizable? I love the idea of making a doorway that only short characters can get through, a VIP lounge. So it's going to be kind of weird. So how do I describe this? It's going to be hard to describe it. So pretty much any object in housing, during the testing at least, so I'm only speaking to the testing, almost any object can be brought down to 50%, I think, or brought up to 200%. That includes walls. That includes like openings to walls that weren't exactly doors, but there were, but you can basically have, you know, giant doors too, or you can have like little baby doors. As for whether the clipping, I don't think I got a chance to check that out, if it messed with the clipping or not. Because I think, I don't even think I was able to make a new character. Or maybe I was, I don't know. Well, yeah, it was a pretty limited test. Gonna take this time to pitch a legacy raid renown for just this purpose. Maybe. I mean, it's cool. I mean, going forward is one thing, but how far do they need to go back? And it's like, if they had a legacy raid round, you know what the first thing we'd ask is, hey, I did this raid back when it was current 50 times. Do I get max renown already? So it's basically just saying, okay, fuck all that. Just give us a buff. You know, just give us more run speed. And so maybe we should just kind of like, you know, knock down all the pretense and be like, dude, just give us speed buffs. Because that's what people need most, right? They just need a speed buff, and they need it to be altered so it could be like solo. So, hey, maybe in Legacy Loot mode, speed people up. Give people a 50% run speed buff. Done. Maybe that's all they need to do. You can do hidden doors with scaled walls and chairs if they have them interactable. Chairs, well, you can have, I don't recall the collision, but I think chairs work for collision. Hidden doors, not so much, but there is, you know, you can create an obscured, well, there is a hidden door. It's a bookshelf kind of thing. Saying one legacy renown period. I'm saying just give us a speed buff. Just, yeah, Why are we talking around this? Just give us a speed buff. Okay, so I checked that spot, and there otherwise isn't anything major for me to like look for it right now. And now that I've done so many like different legacy farms already, it's like, what is there that I need to like go for? Oh yeah, a little reminder I forgot to tell folks, make sure you get this the panda mount. Do the intro, choose a faction, then get out. Yeah, not much for me yet. Okay, so Mark of Honor. I have... Oh, actually I have it. I think I have enough. Okay, so I think I can go to Shadowlands and get another shield. I guess I didn't realize I did FPGs lately. Yay! Off to the best capital ever. I only have 2 favorite mounts. Yeah. I'm not a big mount person. What do I have as my favorite mounts? I think one was like Incognitro and yeah, the Touring Rocket. Yeah, that's about it. What else does a man need? You know? My other favorites are just on my hotbars. So like Yak, Brutosaur, that's it. Those are the ones that matter the most. Oh my bad. Where am I going again? I'm going to here. Yeah, they're on a bar, so. All right, see. Make sure I'm actually getting the ones that I want here. Because I don't see the arsenal. So it should be, I think this one. No, not that one. It's one of these though. I think it was Ardenweald stuff. So, or not. Yeah, wait, what is this from actually? I think it was a Mirjasil shit. No, wait. It's Dragonflight stuff. What am I talking about? Yeah, buddy. Oh, by the way, it's 10:30. Shit. Let me see if anything had posted. PvP season is now live. Yay. So we'll check for noontime. Or we'll check at 11, we'll check at 12. Because sometimes they've done trading post stuff at noon. Yeah, so I'm pretty sure I'm going to... Yeah, I need to find the PvP vendor for Dragonflight stuff, right? Yeah, that's clearly like a Draconic, dumbass. And then Hellborn Aegis, I don't know what that is. But, shift click to track, okay. Malicia and Valdraken. Yeah, let's go. Go. Actually, I'm not that far. Very boring week for I'll probably take a break. Sure. You can't have exciting weeks if they're always exciting. Should be near the dummies. I think you're right. Well, that's why the tracker's there. Eee. Our Hearthstone label Path of the Denarium. Let me see where I got that. This is from... you buy this in Crocun, on Argus. Yeah. Alright, so where is this person? I've looked for professional guys and your launch guys are most current. Which would you recommend to a fresh 80 with max herbalism? Which profession would I recommend to a fresh 80? Kind of depends on your goals. If you're just trying to make money, enchanting might be a good idea. Leatherworking, I'm sorry, skinning isn't such a bad idea. Yeah, it depends. A lot of it depends. Like my tip for anyone though who's trying to get into professions is to concentrate. Concentrate on concentration. That's your path towards like at least making some money. Everything else is a total crapshoot. Oh, it's the Eridar questline? Ah. Don't you need to be like a high-level Draenei for that? Because I think that's what I did to like be eligible for it. But you never got the Hearthstone. What did Wyatt tell me? So, you buy it. Once you complete the questline, then you buy it from a vendor who sells a bunch of stuff using legacy materials, like Veiled Argonite, Imperium, and Lightweave Cloth, if you remember that stuff. Okay, you're a liar. You don't sell it. Okay, so... Draconic Worm Mount. So I never bought this? That's just something I straight up missed, right? Yeah, I just straight up forgot to buy it back in the day. That's dumb. So... Do you sell it? Oh, okay, so maybe this is it. Hellbloom Shield. And... is that really it? Because that's not... Hellbloom Aegis. Does Hellbloom... maybe it does count towards that. Because I can't think of anything else. Let's see. Nice. Yay. Oh, and it only cost me 5? Shoot, I thought I had to buy a whole ass arsenal for it. Hell yeah, dude. Oh, the list gets shorter and shorter. I seen an old loot dropping. I've seen multiple reports, Phage, that some, like, in some places, like, nothing is dropping anymore. Wishing the brokers gondolas that are seen on Telzvish for a flying taxi amount we can get. Dude, I want that big old carriage from Revendreth. I don't know if you remember those. Those were cool. All right, so I think the last most feasible shield I can get is This one, Drake Scale. So I just gotta keep hoping, I guess. And World Quest, they show up the same way for every character, right? Like they're like, I'm not gonna see different shit. I'm pretty sure. Second didn't drop anything for you? Yeah, it was. And then that's just like whatever. Yeah, rated BGs. That's gonna be the hill to climb. Oh boy. Think you'll nail stagecoaches? I mean, seeing as those are alliance, that's automatic. That automatically disqualifies them and makes them just bad. Think we'll get the trading post preview today? It's 33 minutes past the hour. For their usual news thing, we didn't see anything yet. We have seen them do trading post previews at noon, so we'll see what happens in about an hour and a half. Maybe. They could do it. They could not do it. It all just depends on nothing, really. It's just the only thing they haven't been is late. They've yet to fail to post a preview, if I recall correctly. I don't remember them failing straight up to put anything out. But they have done it like the day before too. And this is an opportunity for them to do it the day before if they wanted to. Whatever the case, I just hope they continue to follow the trend of doing a full preview and not just a half-ass preview like they did for like those couple months. Those were lame. I did not enjoy making videos about that. Yeah, that just didn't feel great. You can make the argument when the Ghanaians were gone, the goblins rolled in and stole some of them for the horde to use. The goblins? Would they have shown up, really? It would have been the Forsaken that showed up for that. Yeah, I saw the Headless Horseman stuff data mine. That looked pretty sweet. I mean, I'm sure there's like the, hey, here's all the mounts coming in 11.2. You know, we've seen stuff like that happen, which are mostly accurate, but kind of scary to put out too. I never, you know, those are kinds of videos that I don't feel comfortable putting out, because it's like, am I sure they're going to come out in 11.2, or am I just showing people data mining and setting bad expectations for people? Because if they don't come out, then people are going to be like, wait a minute, I saw that mount like this many months ago. How come we haven't seen it yet, Blizz? Something delayed content, time gating, whatever. Yeah, so yeah, I'm scared to put something like that out. Maybe if it was just, maybe if it was like, I'm sure the people who put those out, I'm sure they say something like, oh, okay, we don't know when they're going to come out, but this is the things that are coming in the patch. We just don't know when exactly. But here's our best guess. So I'm sure they're fine. Add in a patch. Yeah. But I'm not trying to throw none of my other counterparts under the bus. I figure that they at least try to put that out, but it's also kind of baity too, you know? Like you'll notice whenever I do, during the Monday videos, I'll talk about, hey, here's what's happening this week. And I don't even mention the things that aren't happening this week, because then I'm just going to piss y'all off. But then I'll always see comments being like, wait, but what about such and such? And then I'll have to reply in the comments, well, that's not coming, so I'm not going to talk about it. Went to where Rawhead said Path of Narrow, and it's not there. Okay, let me show you that link. What I had. So there it is. All right, so where was I? I was gonna do something. Oh, should I go? Should I level? Who do I have left? I have, I think, 3 characters. Death Knight, Demon Hunter. Oh, there's 4. Monk and Rogue. 4 characters. One worse than the next. Oh, I guess I could level these guys too. Get them to 80 for the hell of it. But those guys are like last. I at least want to get like, you know, the every class thing. Let's start with the scrub. Never knew about the toy until now. There are quite a few Hearthstone toys. Like Mort was saying, there's like 60 of them. That's a lot. And that's why it's so fun to use something like Hearthstone Roulette, because then you can see different shit each time. And then it also feels like a prize when you get the one, I think it was from a Mirror Cell, where it's like the fire, like, boof, boof, boof. You know, that one's cool. That one's one of my favorites for sure. It's just neat. All right, so let me, is there a quest I can pick up? I think there is. So like, yeah, time walking quest. And I get a timely goodie bag. Go me. Oh, there's a lot going on. That one. Right? Random time walking dungeon. Nice and safe. Monk is so fun, level that. I'll get around to all of them. For sure. Got to. Especially this week. Especially Sunday. Sunday will be like, you get like a nice boost. So for you Sunday players, when the Darkmoon Fair hits, you know, go over there, get the extra 10% buff. Then you have like that much more to count on. That'll be sweet. Now I'm gonna one button this guy. Just remove all premise. There's like a heal button that I can use too. So, oh, okay, that's me stealthing, right? But then that's normal. Okay, cool. The fire one and the overcharged Delve Hearthstone are super good. Oh yeah, what was that one again? I forget what the overcharged Delve one looked like. Here, let me see. Oh, my damn hotkeys don't even work here. Nice. Collections. Oh, what is it called? Can I just say overcharge? No. Can I say delve? No. Redeployment module. Wow. Oh shit. Oh, that's cool. It's like him cracking open like the escape button or something like that. Yeah, and the lighting. Oh, the lighting's sick too. As for why I'm always interested in alchemy stuff, I continue to be baffled by that. Oh, I look so much worse though. All right, what's the queue time on this? 10 minutes? All right. We chill for 10 minutes. All right, any other new stuff I should check out? No. So I was listening to that audio log from, I think, yesterday. That one was kind of cool. A little bit of hype before, a little bit more hype before the patch. Nothing else there. Welcome back, Opto. Another thing that I've been wanting to a video that I've been slowly wanting to put together, I'm just kind of thinking about it right now, is doing controller stuff. So like, here, I'm actually on a controller right now. I just switched to a controller. And I want to figure out a way to very easily like do a controller setup for like a noob without it fucking with their normal keys. I'm not quite sure how to do it. I'm not sure how that would work out though. I don't think I have a hotkey set for this. I don't have a hotkey set for it. Dang it. So in this case, it would be setting the key bindings, and then extra bar 1 is square. So now I can be a lazy butt, right? Been trying to pitch a Hearthstone tab to the dev for a manuscript journal. Be cool. Woo. Yeah, so this is like the way to do time locking. Yeah, definitely not the kind of thing I want to do like high level play with, but I guess there's a bunch of inherent things that work, because people keep talking, hey, use console port, use console port, use console port. But I think I want to achieve a level of understanding of how the controller support works currently, and kind of get people started with that first before they get into like the before they go into the deep part of the pool. You know what I mean? I'm using a PS5 controller right now. And, using the one button thing, I'm just, using one button. And I guess if I want to, I can, let's see, jump. So now it's my X key if I want to jump. Yay! I think one of the things that's probably going to mess people up the most is the camera. Because some people will want the camera to follow them. And I don't know what the default settings are, because I know that my add-on and my C-bars are all sorts of fucked up. So I don't know what the default camera setting like is. But I have messed with console port, and like they do a thing where they have the camera follow the person, which is kind of cool. Yeah, no, it's great, but I want to get people like started. I want to get someone to be like, I just want to plug a controller in and try this thing out, see how well this thing works. Dough tipping. Follow camera's the devil. It is. Personally, I hate it. I want, for me, I like it like this. I want to be able to control it however I like and not have to worry about it. Like one of the big thing for me is like, I'm a hybrid sort of person. I don't want to just sit on a couch and play. I know a lot of people do, for sure. But for me, like I'm most comfortable with, I just want to do like the minimal stuff here with the controller. But then when I want to do the real shit, I'm still going to be much more used to being on my mouse and keyboard. And I don't want to fuck with my, I don't want to mess with my button mapping if I just unplug and I want to go back to my mouse and keyboard again. That would ruin me. And I think console port is pretty friendly about that. But I think what might not be as friendly is not so much the button mapping, but where icons are on your bars. I think it kind of messes with that. Did I see the Reddit mod bot about the auto lock that there's a second one coming? Cool. I need a mount button. I have no mount button. It's okay. But like there are things that seem to work automatically, like some of the action cam stuff seems to be working automatically. When I face a target to attack, like that seems to work automatically too. I need like a big button now. And it seems to do enough to make me face the target. You know, keep myself facing the target when I'm actually doing stuff, and I'm fucked. Oh no. Oh, I'm so dead. Oh no. Oh no, I'm not dead. He's dead. Yay. That's a relief. Complex but foolproof way to do is that a mix of my slot and separate bar profiles. Yeah, there's a setup to that. I could see where you're coming from with that. Is one of the buttons set to tab target? No, it's not. What it does is there's like a certain kind of action cam targeting where if you face the target, it'll automatically select it. That's something that's built into the game now. Or it's been like that for a while. So for the most part, as long as I'm near something, it's going to target someone and like start attacking. And then with the one button, it's going to like automatically do like the AoE stuff and all that. But of course, I'm just using one button. I'm not doing anything intelligent at all. But you know, it's time walking. It's not a big deal. As long as I'm staying caught up and not, you know, getting insta-gibbed by stuff, then I'm, for the most part, I'm okay. So even though I was at a distance, I was able to target this thing and throw my knife thing, whatever. I did my part. And we did it. Yay, go us. Transfer time more badges that I went through a load screen and now they're stuck in transfer. Oh, that's lame. Try relogging, I guess. Not that Blizzard shouldn't do better about that, but maybe you shouldn't do so many things at once. something indie company, whatever. Is that what the kids say? Is there nothing new? No, there shouldn't be anything new. If there is, shoot, let us know. But otherwise, aside from the things that were just introduced, no. I was surprised that they added something in Legion. That was like a pleasant surprise, because then I'm like, oh man, let me check the other ones. I was checking the vanilla one, nothing. Cataclysm, nothing. I haven't checked this one, but I'm pretty sure it's, again, still nothing. Yeah, like if I had something on like, not slice and dice, but like, you know, some of the good buttons, yeah, it's super chill. No, one button is one of the best things they've done, dude. Straight up. Like I don't see, like, you know, the people who try to identify downsides. It doesn't seem like a downside at all. More people playing and performing better. You know, the problems that people have with the one button doing better than their normal rotation or whatever, you know, It's a problem, but I think that's more of a personal problem than like something that we try to push onto people as like, this is this is what's wrong with the game, or some kind of thing. Relogging transfer the badges? Cool. Yay. Now, what would it be like for as a... See, the cool thing, too, is that I can RP walk if I want to. Oh, yeah. I get to feel so cool. Oh, shit. Ah. And look at that. I'm only 4th on the meters. Fuck yeah, dude. I mean, my gear, I don't know what the hell gear. What do I have? 359? Whatever the hell this shit is. Yeah. Well, this is how non-existent GCD is on some sorts. Well, yeah, like, the more casts you have, the less you notice. I mean, Shaman have like a, you know, they have like certain procs, but I think for the most part, if you are, I say Frost Mages, I say they suffer. You know, hard casters, I think they have the best time because for them it's like global. What's that? You know, because they rely on cast most of the time. So a lot of their stuff isn't nearly as affected, right? So like melee classes, I'd say that's a bit tougher. Hunters, that's a bit tougher. We're on the assist, level up my propeller. With that on, it was amaze balls. Nice. Oh, were they waiting for me? Oh, that's really sweet of them. Thanks, guys. What a good team. Oh shit, I was too slow. Damn it. Help kill it. Yay. Well, at least I'm beating the healer. Okay, so I can't run backwards like that. Okay, so that's a small thing. You know, I still need to make sure my camera angle is facing the enemy. Otherwise, I'll start walking backwards, and you know, I can see how that could be a problem. So am I 71 yet? Can I at least try out like whatever the hell hero talents there are? I'll be honest, my mother and I have been playing WoW for 19 years, and we both love one button. We also don't do mythics or ratings, so there's that. I mean, you can. You know, there's consequences to it, but shoot. I know, I don't care, like, who does what. You know? Alright, so what is this about? Deathstalker. Oh, wait, let me queue up first. Okay, so Harbingers of Death, Deathstalkers strike from the shadows to bring a swift end to their targets. Oh, that's kind of wussy. Fatebound. Fatebound usually act as a hand of fate, sowing chaos until well-laid plans. Let's see what this one is. So flip a coin each time a finishing move consumes 5 or more points. Heads increases the damage of your attacks by 10%, lasting 15 seconds. Tails deals cosmic damage for each time the same face is flipped in a row. Heads increases damage by more, and Tails increases damage by 10%. Okay, so very passive. This one is Deathstalker's Mark. Ambush from stealth. Nope. That just doesn't exist for me, dude. You have a chance equal to your crit strike chance to absorb 10% of any damage taken, up to a maximum of... So this is like super RNG, huh? Shadow Step may be used a second time within 3 seconds with no cooldown, but its cooldown is increased by... Okay, that's not... These aren't fun. Yeah, these are all just like defensive-y things. I want like... Okay, I guess it's this one. Fatebound coins slipped by Venom multiple times in a row are 30% more likely to match the same. Okay, so I guess that would be it. I still like my whole... Remember, my whole shtick is based on the dude's name. This is the one character that I have that doesn't have like the whole soul prefix to it. His name is Decloaked. So like his mission is to like not stealth, basically. Rep tokens are bugged. They give 300 instead of 500. No, that sucks. If it lets people farm easier or lets people who otherwise couldn't otherwise play the game actually play, it's just the one. Oh yeah, absolutely. Like anything that, you know, all the rhetoric that says, hey, the one button's bad for the game, that, you know, I know that, I'm sure that people, I'm sure that most of these people don't mean it, but they're indirectly telling people who have accessibility issues like, screw you, dude. Screw you. You know, it's just one of the many examples of how player feedback sometimes clashes directly with one another. Sometimes, you know, the reasoning's cool and all that, or sometimes both, you know, each side has reasoned opinions or reasoned takes behind it, but oftentimes, like, the best play would be to find a compromise. Non-zero amount of people absolutely... Yeah. Some people are just dicks. Right? Or they'll hide behind the rhetoric being like, oh, that's not what I mean, but... Screw you, man. And it doesn't affect them at all. Right? I think I did like another one, so... I've been playing 14, but the promise of WoW housing is bringing me back. Hopefully there are some gloomy areas in the Horde zone. I hope so too. Like, well, I think by gloomy, I think your best bet is if they have like caves and stuff. That could be kind of cool. Like a spooky cave, and then you'll have like scary shit around your place. Or it could be a, you know, a gloomy cave. And it can be like this really bright and vibrant, cute house and stuff. Flowers all over the place, and yeah, that sort of vibe. Sure. See it as a template, another tool to help improve. I've been using on my non-warrior alts that I've been not as familiar with. I've been messing around the one button with a couple of different classes, and it kind of gives me a glimpse as to, you know, what the rotation ought to look like. And I know I'm capable of like learning it, just, you know, just don't. But then getting a glance at it, you know, it's kind of interesting. But yeah. The one potential person who breaks their key is clearly only playing because the one button raises skill for. I mean, before even without the one button, there are a lot of people, plenty of people who weren't like hitting their interrupts, or not CCing the right thing, or timing their stuns incorrectly, if they were even using them. So that's a different problem. But people will look for a scapegoat. Sometimes we're mean. Alright, so fate-bound stuff. So lasts for 15 seconds, or it just does damage. Okay. So the more I do spenders, the better I do. Right? Slice and dice. Was that... Wait, did I do Shiv? I did Shiv. Okay. Then again, I don't know what the hell spec this is. Oh, you know, oh, okay. Any rogue players, help me out with this. Since when did we have like, what is it, like 300 something energy? When did, because I could have sworn, didn't we have like 100 once upon a time? Okay, so that increases by 100. I don't remember that at all. I mean, I don't know what the hell respect this is at all anyway, but oh well. So assassination just, well, I've always been assassination. Well, okay, before I was combat. Remember that name? Combat? Because I sort of remember. I guess I played my rogue at my highest level during Horrific Visions, BFA version. So this is like many moons ago. And I remember I was like constantly starving for energy because I just didn't have enough shit. But now I have like 300 of this shit. You're right, Starlight. Combat is the one where you don't have to stealth. But I don't like combat either. The bonk spec rogue. You remember that too with the mace specialization? I kind of remember that. You know, what is outlaw like now? I remember people. I've seen chatter talking about how combat is just really complicated. How it feels impossible to play without add-ons and trackers and stuff like that. Outlaw now. I still accidentally call it combat. Whatever. I ain't sweating. Oh, let me put on some of the gear I've been getting. Oh, they're not even like huge upgrades either. But I'll do it. That's it, right? And then my Seraphite bolts. Yes, my Seraphite bolts will protect me. All right, let's play. For some reason, I managed to get through my WoW playing without add-ons, so most of the time I just wing it. Attaboy. 4 more reps and I'll have 100 exalted reps. Nice. They complain about something that doesn't affect them in any way, so I don't get why they whine that it won't affect the gameplay. One button is good if you want. There's like a, you know, there's going to forever be this perception that, hey, if they're not working on the part of the game that I care about, then it's a literal waste of dev time. Like, how many times have you guys seen that? How many times do we see that line being parroted around? What a waste of dev resources, blah, 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 blah. All right, whatever. You know, neener. Too bad, so fucking sad. Oh, wait, no. Ah! Use Arcane Torrent. Oh, wait, I'm a Blood Elf. I have Arcane Torrent. You dumbass. Whatever, it's not on my one button. So, yeah. That ain't happening. Oh, twice the stream. Yeah, it's a terrible mindset to live in. I mean, if I was stuck in that, then you'd hear me griping about, oh, hey guys, check it out, it's another classic game. Ooh, look at that, Race to World First. I did Race to World, you know, Race to World First was like 10 years ago, guys, right? Ha 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 ha. Yeah, that's a miserable way to live, man. But boy, does it make money. Hey, let's not, gotta acknowledge that. Respect the hustle. Okay, I need a loot button. Hold on. Loot. Toggle loot mode? No. Loot key. Shift key? No, that's not it. I don't know, it's just interact. Interact, doofus. So let's go interact is that button. Alright. I think I'm breaking some rules, like I'm using jump and loot as like important buttons that are on like the actual pad as opposed to like having them be trigger modifiers or something like that. But I'm like, you know what, whatever. This works. It turned out in many cases the one button was actually outpacing with DPS. Turns out trying to mimic Wow and Nice Evading guys doesn't automatically mean good DPS. I mean, for some people, it's like, oh man, I'm pressing the one button. That means it might give me a bit better of a chance to avoid stuff, not stand in things, do mechanics and what have you. So I'm going to be very interested to feel how the game, how the raids work out in this upcoming season, because at least the vibe that I'm getting is that the philosophies that are going to go around, eventually starting to deprecate some of the add-on functionality, some of the raid philosophy and dungeon philosophy, I think, is going to be reflected in this upcoming season. So we're on pace to eventually get to that point around midnight, which is probably the best time to do it. Doing it like in the middle of another season or something like that, or from season 1 to season 2 of midnight, that I think would be kind of awkward. Yeah, I think it was set to like the up directional key, but I don't want that. I want to have it to be like on a main key. I should change that, or maybe I should change it back to the up directional button. Oh shit, I don't know what this is, but I'm just gonna hit square. Let me out. Do I just spam it or what? Well, I eventually got out. Yay. Oh, I think what I would need, I want to map my map the controller so that way when I press my R3, the camera button, then it'll do like an auto center. That'll be useful. So yeah. Actually, no, I don't think I need to do that. Yeah, because it would need to center relative to where my character's facing. I don't know if we can do that. Oh no, not a fucking again. Or maybe it'll just like center my my vertical. Maybe that would be fine. Oh, it's not working. Hey, loot. Is the interact key not working right? Oh, it's not. Okay. I gotta enable it. Genius. There we go. Yay. And when I see that current pace classic and live will be launching in the same expansion in 2070. I want to see, well, obviously we're going to end up just going back again. They're going to launch, more anniversary realms. They're going to relaunch classic for like the umpteenth time. This time with big head mode. Ooh, that'll be different. Oh no, people are dying. Ah. But I'm playing more if they can't. Oh shit, I'm dead. I'm so dead. Oh, yep. Down we go. Well, I didn't do that. Season of again. The season of here we go again. Classic. We're gonna have a season of Discovery Classic before we know it. How do you do a season of Discovery Classic? I don't know, man. Okay, you don't run that far in. Reverse WoW. Ooh, that'd be interesting. Last boss is Ragefire Chasm. Let's go. We got something. Yeah, we'll have a prestige mode. There we go. Oh, they didn't know about the skip. Whoops. Headless Horseman stuff. You know, what'd be funny is if they don't implement until like a year from now. Yeah, they will, but oh shit, this way, right? Yeah. But no, it looks good. I'm not gonna buy it, but it looks good. Everything's saving for, well, aside from cheap stuff, saving it for housing. Saving it for housing. I feel like mounts are like the biggest con for players, unfortunately. Folks are suckers for mounts. Sorry, guys. A lot of us are suckers for mounts. And that causes problems. You know, trading posts, there's no way you're going to get everything. There's like too many mounts. You know, we're going to continue having the rhetoric from people who are like, you know, we don't like that we can't get all the mounts from the trading post. If we just focus on mounts, we should be able to do that. But like, the transmog people aren't complaining. It's like, dude, you think you don't have any hope? Look at us. Jesus. There's no way we'll be able to get all this shit. Oh, God, dude. I gotta learn how to run back. Like I'm not dumbass. Thanks. Alright. Or I need like the sprint key on my bars. Oh, level up. I want the black pajamas for Ninja Transmog and the rest for housing. Mounts used to be rare in terms of them even putting them in the game. I mean, they still kind of are, but it's been 20 years. It's been a long, long time. You know, they're I think in Blizzard's mind, in their collective hive mind, there came a point where they were just like, you know, there's just so many, who cares anymore? Let's just go fucking nasty with mounts. And so they have. Because you can't help it. You can't have 20 years of a game and not be like, you know what? There's a super rare thing that, you know, to still have something that's like super rare, like a genre of things that's like, okay, people hardly have any of this. The +1 crowd is pretty loud though, Jared. They're pretty loud. You cannot silence them. You know, my global doesn't feel that slow on this guy right now either. I mean, I'm sure it'll get worse. Look at that. Third place, baby. For that mini boss. Or for that stage of the boss. Sure. So every time I do a big spender, something cool happens. Is the goal. Well, that bitch blinked. Oh, see, that's why I need the button. I forgot what it's called. Shadow step. Yeah. Whoa. Second place, baby. Yeah. Fathers, hide your daughters. Having everything is a lot for people who play this game like a full-time job. The rest of us need to learn to prioritize what we actually like. Yeah, because for a lot of us, it's hopeless. You don't do it. It just doesn't compute. You know, I have the opportunity to play this game 26 hours a day if I want to. I still don't do it. Because I'm like, you know, my sanity is kind of important. Or, you know, just doing it for that +1, for that completionism, to me, that's not as fun. You know, I want all the shields. I got it. Going too much beyond that feels really heavy. Feels really, really heavy. Uh-oh. Come on, walk speed. Yeah, made it. Okay, the next button I add has got to be like sprint. Oh shit. Oh. Why are we chasing so much, man? Okay, that's right. Action targeting is what that thing is called. Action targeting. Woohoo! Come on, mount. No, I'm just kidding. We got this map. Made 700,000 from the event. God damn. Oh, from the one team stuff. Right on, dude. Sweet. So the stuff still isn't dropping loot? That sucks. Good going, Blizz. Alright, so what would I say? Activating Deathmark. What the hell is Deathmark? Deathmark is a DPS core. And it causes it to land on its edge, counting as both heads and tails. That's kind of funny. First Fate-bound coin flip after breaking stealth. That don't matter. Fate intertwined duplicates 30% of endemic crit strike damage as cosmic to do nearby enemies. Oh, that's kind of cool. Okay, what's the last thing? When your Fate-bound coin flips the same face for the 7th time in a row? Wow, can do that. I guess there are ways to better the odds. Keep the lucky coin to gain 7% agility until you leave combat for 10 seconds. If you have already had a lucky coin, it instead deals more damage. That's kind of cool. I guess I'll go down the list and pray. Was it time walking? Oh, does it only drop in Mythic? Oh, the double death to your to any hope of that then, huh? And the rep is still busted for you, dude? Oh, that sucks. What have they said about tickets? Yeah, have they responded to like your tickets? I mean, hopefully you opened one up. If you haven't, that's a mistake. At least open a ticket. Let them know that you're having a problem. Something, something, you miss all the shots you don't take. Something like that. You're over the issue? Cool. Just keep doing it. Copy paste. You know, annoy him with it. Bonus threat from DMF should fix that if you don't get a ticket response before that. Is there something mechanically that would do? What do we do now? That was me at the beginning of Stream Glow. I was like, oh, what do we do now? I'm leveling. I'm leveling characters because I have I've been putting it off all expansion, and this is like probably the best week or two to do it. So just customer support isn't worth it anymore. I mean, you don't spend anything for it, so you know, yeah. You might as well use it. If you don't, then they're definitely not going to do anything for you. And you ain't got no one to blame but yourself, unfortunately. Right, what's this? Nope, no news. Just the Mop Classic stuff. Good for them. I mean, grr, Classic. How dare they? Something, something. Waste of dev time. All right, let's do roulette, though. I just heard the bonus works to fix that from bug report posts. Ah, interesting. All right, leathered wearing dude, please. Let's see what we get this time. We get... He looks the same. Yo. Same color scheme, dude. Okay, let me do some other random just in case. Okay, that's weird. That's weird. That's normal-ish. That's goofy. That's... Okay, see, this is what I'm looking for, alright? Let's hope for a better roll next time. It's all aim, I think, for most of it. Oh, well, think about it like this, Ghosty. Imagine, like, how big of a... how big of a team do you think you need? Well, okay. Let me walk this backwards, somewhere. Let's go further back. Let's go back to Wrath days when there were 10 million or so players of the game, and you have a certain percentage of players who are putting in reports. How do you handle that? How many people do you need to handle that on a normal basis? Like, that's a scale that's kind of hard to it's kind of hard to fathom, having to deal with that many player reports. And nowadays it's like not nearly as much, right? But even then, you know, how many people does it take to handle it? One person, 3 people, 100 people, 1,000 people? I don't know. What's up, Viking? What's good, dude? I mean, not to say that they should have more human beings handling cases and stuff, but eventually, like, when you are getting like a lot of people who are putting in basically the same ticket, like, do you need to have a person manually type everything out, or, you know, template, whatever template they think of, you know, have a human being handle it? I don't know. I thought I was over the top of my alt army till I saw how many tunes others have. I mean, if you don't, I mean, I don't use my characters. Like, you know, I don't play them. I just have them for the most part. You know, doing what I do with my alts is Mostly so I can have like professionals for like those just in case situations. Okay, here's why I wouldn't mind like sitting down. No, you don't even need AI to do it. Machine, just normal filters that catch that catch key phrases and stuff. That's all you need. Or that's all that's necessary. Using AI for that is like a ridiculous expense for something that's pretty simple, I think. Where are we going, dude? Oh. I have 41, but only use them for enchanting concentration. Pays for the game, only play 13. There was a Reddit thread that I saw I think yesterday, and people were blown it up. People were basically just complaining about professions. Oh, they're complicated. They're hard to, they're hard to catch up on. Blah blah blah. And like, there's some issues that I find with it, but I guess it depends on the kind of the kind of goal that people are setting for themselves. Like, the person who wants to get caught up, as in, hey, I want to have the same profession level as like I want catch up so I can feel not as behind. To me, that sounds very relative, because it's like, if you wanted to just be profitable, it's easy to be profitable. You could have a character up in like in an hour, and you can start making the best shit and sell that stuff on the auction house. You don't need to be camping, trade chat or nothing like that. Just start flipping the materials and turn them into like good shit, like enchanting stuff, and you'll make some easy money. You're just churning through the alts. But that's just one way to play it, and we're lost. I don't know where to go either. I'm just gonna follow these dudes. Yeah, super easy to do. But I think people are very set in their ways about the feeling of feeling good about professions means to have fully mastered it, and it is hard to do when you are in professions these days. It takes a long time. The catch up isn't as lucrative as it used to be. But professions were a totally different beast back in the day too. It was just different. Have I sorted out a new squat routine? Well, not yet. Just ask me to do it, or yeah, just keep me up to do it, and I'll do it. So we're back to like the old style. But no, I'm not hunting for anything in particular. That would be the only reason why I'm doing mount farms. Not because it's mount farms. Not because I want the mounts, but because it's content. It just makes me do squats. That's about it. Just did the Arathi Highlands thing now, and now Farron is my new favorite character. Nice! Now Farron's cool. At least she hasn't screwed up yet. She hasn't screwed up. She hasn't done anything that's been like super cringy yet. I'm just waiting for it though. It's gonna happen. WoW's story has always been campy, so I expect it to always be the same. Never change, dude. The only 0 to 100 in one single profession is enchanted, unfortunately. I mean, if you have like, you can buy cheap materials. Like the cost of maxing out or getting like well off enough in a profession to get quest fishing is all of them, pretty much. The difference between like 75 and 100 is 25 skill, right? But the difference between the 25 missing skill and the fact that you'll be using concentration anyway doesn't make that much of a difference. You're still going to be using concentration. You're not going to be able to, um, rank 3 or rank 5 stuff all the time, every time. When you're doing this whole concept, because you're relying on concentration. So, like I said, I'm being specific on like how to make professions feel like viable and make them feel useful and good and all that. But yeah, the difference between maxing and not maxing out, it's not nearly as big as we would assume. I don't think any of my other alts are maxed out. And I'll just switch over to them. Make some core alloy, and boom, couple grand. Just like that. I'll do whatever easy ass public crafting orders there are. Not public, patron crafting orders. Get some resources that way, buy some of the rest, and the investment easily pays for itself from the easy mat flips with concentration. They should allow people to be 100 for the mass so they can actually see. 100 for the mass? One thing that I have argued for, they haven't done yet, because clearly the devs aren't listening. One thing that I've been a proponent of is, you know how we've gotten into season 2 and then this coming season 3, like you do the renown stuff and you get like 10 points. You get 10 more, you get a skill book for 10 points towards your profession. I think that should be a lot higher. It should be like 50, something like that. If they did something like 50, then that would easily become a form of catch-up. And why aren't I... Oh, poisons. That could easily be like, not a natural catch-up, but it'd be a seasonal catch-up for folks who are making new alts, or just getting into it. And, the people who are well ahead, who are caught up with their professions, yeah, they're going to get another 50 points. But I think helping those folks get even further ahead is just a consequence of helping a lot of folks who are new or getting new characters, helping them get caught up. I think that's worth it. And we're lost again. Come on, team. We can do it. We will find a way as a family. Oh, anyone watch Fantastic Four, by the way, over the weekend? I enjoyed it. I thought it was pretty good. Sorry, that just came up. If the wall is knowledge, then truly let it be knowledge without the 100, with the 100 wall. Maybe. But like it still doesn't mean much anyway, so. Whoa. It's like, oh, if it doesn't matter, just do it. Right? That's the argument. It can work both ways. Speaking of pro stuff, I bought and set aside enough mats when the price crashed for the raid group to get a bunch of the new healing pots. Oh, nice. I know, well, I know I can do, like, healing pots, and I'm sure other folks have mastered it enough, too. Oh, yeah, right there. Sorry, this one. Just saw it this morning. Oh, right on. Yay, we did it. Yay, 10 badges. What was it before? 5 or something like that? Something sad. I was on the fence about buying the herbalism bucket, but decided not to. Liking you watched it too? Nice. I don't know, it's because I just became a dad 16 months ago, but all the baby scenes and the story around that hit me hard. It's all good. Follow the thing. I know that much. Where is it? Where's the... Oh, there it is. Okay. Good eye. Like for engineering and alchemy, why is it a daily cooldown to level up +2? A daily cooldown to level up +2? Oh, you mean the thing that you basically can do for to get free skill ups, right? Shoot, why doesn't blacksmithing have it? Damn. BS does have it? Do they? I don't remember them having a free point thing. Oh, is that an everyday thing? Wait, no, it's not. You can make a bunch of those. You can spam it. No, I think Oinky's. I think he's talking about being able to get like the free skill points. Yeah, or the free level ups. So engineering has it. Alchemy has it. But yeah, the furnace it's just a buff. It doesn't give you skill up. It does? Man, I haven't made that in forever then. Okay, I do remember it does have a cool... No, it does have a cooldown to it. It's not a daily thing, though. Yeah, that's like faster. Leveled from 90 to 100 with it? Nice. Yeah, that was a long time ago. Obviously. The invent and experiment being a data cooldown and keep you logged in every day. You gotta make sure you keep playing LOL. Boop. Trying to think, like, I don't know, maybe the next expansion, maybe I'll try to go really hardcore with go harder core with identifying like assuming everything stays the same, like they do concentration and all that stuff too, because that was a big plus. That was a huge win with that idea. If they do that again, I think I'll try to focus on like a specific thing, a specific profession to like just go through, so that way it'll be like my constant routine of gold. I didn't really have that this time around. Like it was really sporadic between like different sorts of cooldowns that I was using. I'm still riding the coattails of the first couple weeks with the thaumaturgy and stuff. That was huge. Huge. I just kind of let that coast me through the whole expansion. But then I was making pretty good money with crafting orders too. But my playstyle lets me do that because I'm here. I'm working from home and doing all that stuff. Not everyone can do that. But that's why I recommend to like folks who can't take advantage of that. Fuck all that premise. You want to stick with the auction house, you can still do auction house stuff. You just got to make sure you specialize towards that, and that's it. But I think people have blinders on and they're too obsessed with the whole, well, I want to be caught up. I want to be able to make everything like everyone else can, even though I can't do it. It's the principle of the thing, soul. You know, and I'm like, okay, I guess, but you're going to be unhappy this whole time. Okay, so I got 1 point. So now, Cold Blood. What is Cold Blood? Now benefits the next 2 abilities, but only applies to Venom. Fate-bound coins flipped by these are guaranteed to match the same outcome as the last flip. So that's how I get to that 7, I guess. Weapon poisons have an increased application chance, and your fate-bound coins flipped have an additional 5% chance. That sounds boring. This one sounds cooler. Oh, but I need cold blood talent. Okay, so cold blood. All right, which is that. Oh, that's a button to press. Oh no. Okay, let's see if that works. Let's see if that incorporates itself into the thing. So, yeah, let's try this. Okay, it's not working. Why not? Apply. Now change. Okay, maybe that was it. Okay, so let's see what happens. Let's see if it's part of the one button thing. Actually, idiot. I can see right now. Cold blood. Yep, it's part of it. Okay, so let's see how it fits in. So, builder, buff, throw thing, builder, dot, builder. Where is it? Oh, there's cold blood. Ah, okay. So it sets it up so it makes sure that it does envenom, so I can do more big down. But that uses a button, or but that's another button to press. But again, I'm using the one button thing, so it don't matter. So this is fine. This works out. Otherwise, I would probably take this, that easy one. But yeah, this is the one that's probably like the more elite gamer kind of move. Cool. Look at my elite gaming, guys. Yay, yay. Did I see the new Hollows End loots? Is there an official article? That's the second time people have brought up the Hollows End stuff. Oh, okay, so it's just the okay, so it's just an article. Okay, yeah, yeah, I saw this from a while back. Alright, this might be the last one for today. Tried professions once, Max Taylor, and what I thought was the best bracer or whatever, it wasn't, gave up professions afterwards. Ouch. Oh yeah, I should have ended already. Oh, and there are shields? Hold on. You spoke my language. Alright, let's see. Shields. Oh, those look kind of... Okay, it depends on how they sit. If I hold them vertically like that, then that's going to be kind of lame. Yeah. Yeah, I think it depends. What is this one? Thrown of the Tides? No, not Thrown of the Tides. I forgot the name of this place. It's okay, I'm coming, guys. Woo-hoo. Woo. Ah. They're as bad as Truth Guard? Yeah, dude. I'm glad that you're with me there, dude. What? Oh, is one button good for tanking? It's okay for tanking, but you're missing a lot of stuff. It's good for very basic tanking, you know. But if you're struggling to live on what you think you shouldn't be struggling to live on, then it's probably because the one button is failing you, and you need to do more to like mitigate and time your stuff better. I don't know where that line is though, so I would say use the one button until it stops working. And then it's a bow drop for me. Nice. Grats. See some more ones for bows I don't have yet. That's 2 more for me. Oh, so are you on a new obsession? Are bows your thing? Oh, I wasn't even attacking the right dude. I think I was attacking the unattackable giant thing and not like the guy. Whoops. My bad. Shadow Priest has a hard one button. A hard one button. Rrr, sexy. Oh, inventory is full. Alright. Man, I heard coming for Jeez. Why, what happened? Our tank uses one button. Ah. It's because I make it look so natural. I think Oinky was trying to do it just on me. Nice try. I just make it look so good. And besides, I'm not a tank. I'm a healer. Just imagine if there was a toggle for related to allow and not allow one button macro and raid. That'd be the dumbest shit, dude. That'd be super troll, dude. How to break your group in 2 easy steps. 1, disable one button macro. 2, brag about how good you are at the game. Like, oh yeah, let's see how good you are now, and then fucking people dip out. Come on, cold-blooded. Let's see it. Come on. There we go. Did it. Wow, that's crazy. It like went off super instantly. It was as if in Venom and Cold Blood was macro together or something. Very nice. I'm amazed the logs don't flag one button people yet. I mean, how? How would it do it? Like, you would need like some sort of weird forensic analyses kind of thing to detect. Yes, according to Warcraft logs, this player is using, the amount of buttons they're pressing, and factoring in their current haste levels, they should be doing this much more. Pressing the button this many more times, and thus, in conclusion, they are probably pressing the one button macro. That's the best thing I can think of. It's not a hard 0.3. It is a percentage nerf. So the global cooldown of abilities used through the single button assistance is 25% longer. So it's not like it's not a binary detector thing. Sorry, words. But yeah, it's not that easy that you need to use some sort of calculation to really tell. So basically the Warcraft logs algorithm or whatever would need to tell when someone is pressing as many buttons as they should be. That's all I can think of. Oh yeah, it's more noticeable on melee for sure. Because all their shit's on the global. Casters not so much. Like you might notice when you're doing Demon Bolt spam, it's like, oh, look at all these procs. Then it's like, oh, this doesn't feel good. So if anything, that's when you kind of like switch, you know, if you can switch to manual for the rotation, but then whenever you see Demon Bolts go, like that's always going to be pressed by you manually or something like that. I guess it's going to be kind of up to the Warcraft logs, you know, administrator person to decide, you know, should I give a tool to players to have them give a shit. Ooh, can I swim like this? Let's see how swimming works here. Oh, okay, swimming ain't so bad. All right. I can do like slow camera angles too. Ooh. I don't think I have my shit set up, do I? No, I don't. But I can do this. Oh, action shot. Oh, cinematics. Still mad that we can't pretend that people in the Sims can't parse that data. I'm sure they can. Yeah. Like, Simmers would figure that out. Can I stand in this fine? Nope, not really. Run. Yeah, I'm sure that there's like a certain amount of pressure on the Warcraft logs, dude. Yeah, dude, do it so that way, you know, fuck those one button people, whatever. I think that wraps that up. The small red circles are very tricky. They keep hiding under the bomb circles. Small red circles? Small red circles. Oh, you mean those bombardment things, not the bombs. Oh, I got that. Okay, now I got Fateful Ending. So when it flips the same face for the 7th time, so is that possible, man? That feels like that'd be such a low chance. So when they're flipped by Venom multiple times in a row, they're more likely to match the same face as the last flip, and then other things help to enforce that. And I guess this edge case one, so Deathmark, if I activated Deathmark, which I don't because I'm an idiot, so that gives me like 1 instantly that goes towards it. And then what about these other things? Other things give me like the same. Fang 20 duplicates 30% of Venom of crit damage as Cosmic 2. Nope. Your first Fatebound coin flip after breaking stealth. Nope. Stealth, me crazy. Mutilate, ambush, and Fanatize generate 1 additional combo point when they trigger Seal Fate. I don't know what that is. I should know what that is. It's a normal thing. Just this. Critical strikes with attacks that okay. And then damage dealt when your Fatebound coin flips tails is increased by 30% if there are no other enemies near the target. Cool. Damn, so I still gotta get 7 procs though? I wonder what my uptime on that is. In a long fight, I mean, the dungeons, that's not gonna tell me anything. Like, I suck. There's no way that I'll be able to see that thing go. Weekly and time walking raid quest is up. Time walking raid? For BFA? Huh? Oh, you're answering the question. Sorry. Okay, so is this gonna count how many I get? Auto attack damage, whatever. Fate bound coin. Okay, so if it were to, so we need to go up to 7? Damn. I guess, yeah, there are certain timings that I need to get right if I want to try to hit 7. So I guess that would need to line up with both Cold Blood and Deathmark all at once. Ooh, I wonder if I can do a thing where if I want to pop a cooldown, you know how sometimes in some action games when you want to pop like an ultimate or something like that, you press, you know, the two trigger buttons at the same time or something like that. I wonder if I can do that in WoW. I doubt it. That's the equivalent of saying, yes, if you want to activate your next thing, just mash the keyboard. Just take a closed fist and throw the hammer down. No, I wouldn't need to activate Deathmark myself. That's a 2-minute cooldown. Cold Blood is 45 seconds though, so that's that I can do. All right. So we're gonna wait 2 minutes and see if there's going to be a trading post preview. Hey, Zamir, does it feel like it has less or fewer off global cooldown things than before? No, it's not just you. I think it was, when was it, guys? Was it Shadowlands? When they wanted to take a whole bunch of stuff and put them back on the global? I think it was Shadowlands when they started doing that. The reasoning behind it, and you might not agree with it. You probably don't agree with it. The reasoning behind it is when you have so many things that are off the global, then they become non-choice buttons. And they want to not have as many of those. You know, they want to have like those things for like important shit like defensives. That's like the big one. So that way people don't have to choose between, they don't have to like hold their button. So that way they can activate a defensive during like a big predictable moment. Or unpredictable moment. But two, like it just turns like those, it just allows for too many instances where you can macro stuff together as well. But I know they went like heavy-handed at first, and they started walking some stuff back. They, you know, listened to feedback. They changed the philosophy a little bit, tried to improve things here and there. You know, but we got what we got. Yeah, the one button is incapable. Oh, 3. I'm at 3 right now. Four. Oh, shit. Can it be done? I just want to see if it hits 7. Ever. 5. Oh, shit. We might get it. 6. Ah, this is it. I don't know what's gonna happen, guys. We're gonna win the lotto. Ooh, 7. That's it, huh? Just that's all that happens. I'm sure something cool's happening in the background, but I'm just not fully understanding. Oh, and then now it goes back. Then it resets back. Okay, so what does this thing do again? So when I hit 7, oh, I get like a permanent agility buff. So where is it? It's like somewhere here then, right? Leech? Nope. 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 Yeah, I don't see it, man. I wonder if it's because wait, so it's called Lucky Coin. Um, Maybe it's not firing off correctly because one, I'm doing this wrong, but it might be because this is a target dummy and it's not gonna work right. Boo. I do miss the Weaving. I remember my Trinket Burst code then, the engineering mod all being macroed. No, that was cool. But you know, one of the other things I was saying, like they don't want to make it feel like you just have like this one button super nuke, because then you just don't feel good outside of the super nuke. They want to space out a little bit. You know, debatable. It's also their game, and they can yeah, they can do whatever they feel like. Okay, so they talk about ecological succession. Hey. So the cozy shit that you'll be doing in the next season. Some people love it. Some people will be like, where's like the gear, Blues? So anyway, I'm gonna head out. I have, I think, another busy day ahead of me. But I think what I'm gonna do, just for fun, I'm gonna go back to the old streams for, you know, during this event. Hopefully I can go far back enough. And I'm going to just grab all the times where a mount drops and just like make a little supercut. Just a cute little, you know, last hurrah. Celebrate the Collector's Bounty event and, you know, show off what I got. Because, yeah, that's kind of fun. But then that's probably it. Just like a small thing. Because we got a lot of patch stuff that I'm preparing for too. So off I go. I wish all y'all a great rest of your day. For those of you on EU side, good luck. This is like your last chance at like cool shit. For everyone else, we're back to normal shit. But we're also doing a lot of stuff before the patch. So you guys have a great one. You guys have a great rest of your thing, and I'll see y'all next time. Until then, stay safe, stay healthy.